Yo, I'm back and today I'm gonna be explaining index funds. I'm gonna try to do this as clearly as possible. I already stuttered, but let me try. Let's go. Okay, so what an index is, it is where different investors put their money in, so professionals can invest this money for them. They invest into a group of stocks, so not no individual stocks, but a group of stocks, which is called basically a fund. So hence the name index fund. But what this means is if that group of stocks goes up, the share that you put in towards that index fund, it goes up as well, so your money goes up. Okay, some pros and cons of index funds are, let's begin with cons of the index fund. The first con of an index fund is you can't outperform the market. This means basically you won't make a crazy amount of money, as this is a more safer type of investment. So if it's safer, you're not gonna get a bigger outcome. Like, think about it like this: higher risk, higher reward. If it's safer, it's a little bit lower reward. So you can't outperform the market with the index fund. That's the first con. The second con of an index fund is you can't pick and choose stocks. Unlike investing into individual stocks where you can pick and choose the stocks. Let's say they're having a bad day, a certain stock, you can pick and choose to not have that stock or to trade it. An index fund, you can't do that. If one of the stocks is going bad, then it will affect the total index as a whole. So that's the second con of having index fund. Okay, so the first pro of an index fund is it is simpler than investing into individual stocks. What this means is when you invest in individual stocks, you have to be more attentive to it. You have to pay attention how the company is doing and all sorts of things. But when it comes to index funds, once you buy the index fund, you don't really have to worry about it and you go on with your life. So that's the first pro of having an index fund. It's more simpler and it's more convenient. The second pro of having an index fund is you're already investing into a group of stocks once, or those professionals are already investing in a group of stocks for you. So this provides diversity, which is always good when investing, because you never know when one specific market will be going bad. So you'll want to be diverse. So that's the second pro of having an index fund. Okay, so these are some pros and cons when considering whether an index fund is for you or not. Another thing I wanted to say is an index fund is different from ETF. They're very similar, but they have their differences, because an ETF can be traded throughout the trading day, while an index fund can only be bought at the end of the trading day. It has a set price. So those are the differences. Also, another difference is the way they are taxed. An index fund is more likely that you're going to be taxed because, like I said earlier, it's a group of investors putting in a bundle of money so professionals can invest it. And let's say one of those investors wants to sell that said share, I believe you are liable to being taxed as well, while ETF is more independent towards you. So it only depends on whether you sell it or not, and you're being taxed because of that. I just wanted to share with you guys what an index fund is. I really just learned what this was a couple weeks ago, and I just did more research today figuring out what it was. I watched some YouTube videos, I read some articles, and if you guys see any flaws in what I said or any mistakes, please let me know. I'm really trying to learn this stuff. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.